What's up with y'all, man? Hey, look, man. I seen this on IG. I'm like, let me go ahead and let me react to this. You know what I'm saying? Let me react to it. This, I think the podcast called Super Retro. The Super Retro podcast. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. But they talk about old video games on this one. I made like a compilation. You know, I went on my editing platform and made a compilation. So let's see what they talking about.
In a Nintendo cartridge does not work.
Oh.
There's some folks out there saying that blowing in a Nintendo cartridge does not work. And when you ask Google, listen to the response you get. Blowing into Nintendo cartridges was a common practice to get them to work, but it was largely a placebo effect. The real reason a game might...
Now, come on, man. Come on, man. Really? Now, if you my age or older or whatever, maybe a little bit younger. Again, I'm 42, man. So this was right when I was a kid. It ain't no way they saying it don't work. It was placebo. Man, listen. How many of y'all did this joint? You blow in the cartridge. Pause if need be. You blow in the cartridge, and this part of your jaw, like, it's like the joint like pop out, and it start tingling. How many of y'all did that? And when you did that, like, the game usually worked. Like, ain't no, come on, man, what they talking about, man? You can't listen. Everything on Google is not true, kids. But that's crazy. Let's continue though.
Start working after blowing into it was usually due to the fact of removing and reinserting the cartridge, which could improve the connection between the cartridge and the console. Moisture from your breath could also potentially damage the connectors over time. Bullshit.
Hey, man, shut your goddamn mouth.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me you've never actually played an NES without telling me you've never played an NES.
Right. Tell me, what 25-year-old made this? Put that on Google, or what 75-year-old put it on? Because ain't no way, bro. That for sure used to work like a charm, and there wasn't no other way to clean it. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
Because, bro, I'm here to tell you it 100% works. And I'm not hearing the, I could take it out and put it back in 500 times. It's not going to work. Take it out one time, well, maybe two. Blow in it, works every single time.
As much as I feel exactly how you're feeling right now, we all might probably be wrong.
Nah, I ain't hearing it.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
wrong,
I would never not blow them. Taking it out probably was fixing it, and I'm blowing it on it regardless.
Yeah.
So whenever it did work, I blew on. In my mind, it was 100% that it worked. So I get this, and I think it's hilarious.
I 100%.
In your mind and in real life, 100%. Now, it didn't always work. Like, sometimes you had to do it like 3 to 5 times for it to work. But, you know, it would eventually work, though. They're tripping on Google.
Still do it. I did it yesterday. My son was trying to play a game. It wouldn't work. He was trying to play Smash TV. We put it in 3 or 4 times. It didn't work. I took it out. I blew in it, put it back in. Worked first try. Get out of here.
Think that.
There you go, man. It worked, man. Come on,
Let's
man.
talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released November of 1992. Sonic 2 was far superior to Sonic 1, and we all know that. My nostalgia lies with Sonic 1, but if we're talking about gameplay, Sonic 2 is almost as perfect of a Sega game as you can get. But that's not what I want to talk about, y'all. I want to talk about the soundtrack that was crafted by my...
Hold on, real quick. So wait, was Sonic 2, was that Sonic and Knuckles? Or was that the one after Sonic 2? Because I'm feeling like Sonic 2, I didn't Google it, and I ain't played the game in years. I feel like on Sonic 2, Knuckles just like followed you around and like helped you every now and again. Am I right or wrong there? Let me know in the comments. I could be tripping.
Sato Nakamura,
My
who is
bad
an
for
actual
falling, too.
bassist for a Japanese pop group called Dreams Come True. Hey, it's always the bass players dropping the absolute heat, y'all. Y'all know I love some bass players. You gotta remember, this was 1992, and somehow Sonic 2 sounded better than some CD games that followed years after it. Let's check out one of the best from the soundtrack, the Chemical Plant Zone music, y'all. Oh, yeah.
Very
Absolute fire, though.
How's that make you feel?
I like it.
Definitely like the way that makes me feel. But hey, let's do him on the bass. Cooking.
No.
Oh, he's on that synth too. Definitely had the cigarette. Guarantee he had a cigarette, y'all.
Definitely had a cigarette. I used to play this game all day long, man.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh man, that reminds me of being like 12 years old
Straight up.
in my bedroom with a 13-inch.
So me and him the same age, yeah. Well, he might be a little tad bit older. I think I was, what he said, this came out 92. So yeah, he a year older than me. All the beats on here, on that game, fire, all of them. They had a beat that sound like Bobby Brown. I still, whenever I want to get like a nostalgic like kick, I go back and listen to the beats on from this game, from Mario 1. And I might even go over to the TV shows and start listening to all the old, the old intro songs, like, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna just feel like the nostalgia, that's a little pro tip, you know what I'm saying?
Binging Sonic. With my bunk bed right behind me.
Literally, I had a bunk bed too, right behind me. That's crazy. But that ain't nothing new. I mean, we all had bunk beds, man. And if you had a sibling that was kind of close to your age.
All right, y'all, let's talk about the top 5 video games of 1996.
Great.
These are based on impact, sales, and cultural influence, all right? This was actually the year that gaming truly started morphing into its 3D era, and the battle between cartridges and discs was real. So let's get right into it, y'all. Top 5 video games of 1996. Number 5, Wave Racer 64 on the Nintendo 64.
Love it.
I think it was one of the first games that came out with the 64 because I had it immediately.
This was one of the first Nintendo 64 games to show off realistic water physics, and we were all blown away. It did look good.
It felt like how I imagined being on a jet ski with.
Man, me and my little sister used to play this game all the time. I'm talking about. And I'm trying to think. I think she was the only person I played maybe ever in this game. Because my brother was around, but he didn't play. He played all sports games. I guess this technically a sports game, but it's not. It's not. I'm talking about he played Madden and like football and basketball games. This game was super fun. Let's see what they say though.
That's right.
Because at this time, I had not ever been on one.
The announcer never stopped talking, and 80% of it was pure shame. That was a weak finish.
Yeah, bro, they would hurt
Yeah,
you.
You're way off course.
Yeah, number 4, Crash Bandicoot.
On the PlayStation, y'all.
That was a good game, bro.
Naughty Dog's chaotic mascot with a tornado spin.
Crash was wild.
I love breaking those boxes.
Yep.
I love getting the apples or the fruit, whatever it was.
And they were pushing him.
This was their answer to Sega having Sonic and Nintendo having Mario.
Yeah, this was their guy.
Still one of my favorite games.
Dude, Naughty Dog's still making banger.
Number 3, Resident Evil on the PlayStation.
This motherfucker right here, bro.
This is the moment survival horror became a household genre. This kicked it off for everybody.
No, I didn't have this game. My cousins Duran and Jason had this game though. So this game was like amazing, but for some reason we never got it at my house. But it was like I had it because when I was young, my cousins Duran and Jason, they lived far away kind of, but then they moved down the street from us. This is when we lived in Grenada. If y'all from Cleveland, y'all know what I'm talking about. And they moved to Shaker Park. So that was literally walking distance. So any game they had, it was like I had the game. This game was raw though.
You never trusted hallways again.
This creeps people out. This is the first time you could really you could show you how scary a game could be.
This was the first time I remember actually being scared while playing a game.
Yeah.
It felt like you were in a horror film that you were playing.
It moved your anxiety level. Number 2, Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. This revolutionized Mario.
Explore, triple jump, swim, and fly all in one game. People forget the Nintendo 64 only had one joystick, and Mario still felt amazing to play.
Even today, when
that's not true, bro. Maybe this game was the one-player game, but the 64 it had 4 joysticks actually. Like you could play up to 4 people. Right? Am I tripping? I could have sworn you could play like up to 4 people, which nobody never did, but that was the first game I think that had 4. You could play with 4 people. I could be wrong. It was a long time ago, but this game was incredible though. This probably might be my favorite Mario game now that I think about it. Even though I loved the first one and the second one, but this might be the best one.
I play it with my kid. They love it. Jumping through the pictures, but come on.
Oh yeah, the opening castle, bro. Yeah. The courtyard.
So beautiful.
Being inside the castle for the first time.
You can run around and not even know what the fuck you're doing.
Number 1, Quake on the PC.
This game was
wow.
PC gaming's brutal and beautiful coming of age right here. The first.
Fun fact: I never had a PC game ever in my life. I just didn't do it.
First true 3D first-person shooter. It was dark, fast, and addictive.
This was the first time people.
But they said PC games were the best games though. I just never ever had it though. I don't think we didn't even have a computer until like 99, something like that.
Played LAN parties where you and your buddies just shot each other on video games. This was the first massive multiplayer shooter. People got addicted to this and didn't do anything else because it was so fun to play with your buddies. There's pictures you can look up where there's huge LAN parties where people.
One, my bad. When did this? I wonder when. I'm gonna have to look it up. I wonder when this came out though. Cause y'all younger people, y'all might not realize how primitive computers was back then. We got computers in our hands now, but back then, having a computer at home was some baller stuff though. And to play a game on your computer, I wonder what year this came out.
People would bring all their PCs and go to a person's house and just tear it down, bro.
There you have it, the top 5 video games of 1996.
That's definitely not. No. Says who? The top 5, okay, let me think. 96. You ain't have Madden 96 on there. You didn't have NBA Live 96 on there. You didn't have NCAA. It was an NCAA game. It was basically like Live. Before 2K, Live was doing the same thing 2K doing now. They come out with the sports, the regular, the pro game, and then they come out with the college game. Or they come out with the college game first, and then they come out with the pro game. I'm sorry. They didn't say none of that. One of them college games was super raw. It was a hoop game. It was I think it was a coach. I think it was Coach K. That's what it was. Coach K. Yeah, they tripping, man. I don't know what they talking about. Maybe they didn't have it. Maybe they didn't play sports, whatever. But them other games I just said was wrong.
NBA Live 2000. I just randomly started watching a playback of it, and man, you want to talk about nostalgia.
I didn't watch these videos, by the way. I seen a bunch of game videos and stitched them together.
I don't think we realize how much nostalgia is connected to sports games. Just sounds and graphics and all that. Like, watch this shit.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Don Boyle, alongside Reggie.
Still got that same voice.
Welcome to Phoenix for this NBA game between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns.
Look.
That's Gugliotta.
Look. There they are, dog.
Look at the graphics.
Here we go.
Look at the graphics was, and this was fire for real for the graphics. The graphics was trash though. Matter of fact, this wasn't really fire. because NBA Jam graphics was technically better than this, but this game was very fun.
Now watch.
Started the game. Brandon gets possession.
Oh, like, bro, is that?
This was the next level to.
Oh my God, it was so great.
Garnett.
Oh, you hear that?
Garnett ain't missing that,
The
bro.
backboard. Oh, look here,
Jason
JT.
Kidd.
Let's watch him. Look at him. Oh, you can't. Oh, dude, this game was so fun.
By the way, by the way, shout out to my older brother, man. Shout out to my big brother. I love you, bro. Hey, you grimy, but I love you, cause like to this day, he the reason why I'm so good at video games, and it's because of games like Live and. Bro, let me tell you how ruthless this dude was, bro. Back in the day, this probably was like 92, something like that. Yeah, I think it was 92. He had moved with my grandmother. Now, mind you, he's 10 years older than me. He moved with my granny on 126 in Buckeye. So we'll go over there sometime, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. He got a Sega over there. He got a Genesis over there. I go in his room. He had his own room with a lock on it. You know what I'm saying? He was living it up. He got Lakers versus, is it Lakers versus Bulls? Or Bulls versus Blazers? One of them, whatever one of them was out. I'm like, let me play. You know what I'm saying? He was in there playing. Man, this dude let me play. He beat me. Mind you, I quit at halftime. He beat me like 130 to 2. Yeah. Like I said, this dude was ruthless. He didn't care nothing about me being 7, 8, or 8, whatever I was. I didn't know how to play the game. He ripping me every time I inbound the ball. He was ripping me every time. He was stealing it every time. Putting it right back up. To this day, that's why I'm so good, bro. I couldn't wait to get good so I could just smash him. I'm like, dude, you can't let me. I don't know how to play the game. Like, can you let me learn how to play first? I'm in there crying, huffing and puffing, and he in there cackling, laughing. He like, he laughing. I'm like, man, hey. But it's cool. He the reason I'm so good. Now, fast forward to when this came out, right? And my bad for the long talking, but so at this time we living in Grenada, and I'm guessing it was the summertime because I was able to play them every day, and I ain't have to go nowhere. So I'm guessing it was the summertime. His team in real life is the Lakers. I like the Lakers too. This the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. My team in real life at the time was the Kings, Sacramento Kings. Chris Webber, Doug Christie, Mike Bibby, all out. You know what I'm saying? Close to y'all get you. So we get to playing Live 2000, He whooping me at first. Like, he whooping me. But we playing a series of 7, right? We playing it like it's an actual NBA series. He whooped me, like I said, he whooped me. But slowly but surely, like, at first he was sweeping me. Then it went to like 4-1, the series. Then it just jumped to like 4-3. Then I might flip around and win the series, you know what I'm saying? But that's until I learned that Chris Webber was unstoppable. I learned that because Chris Webber on that game, I don't know if a lot of people know this, on that game, he could dribble. Chris Webber could dribble like Iverson on that game. So all you had to do was just to get the dribbling with him and go to the rack. They couldn't stop him. I started smashing, bro. After that, I don't think I lost another series after that because you couldn't stop him. And you already know the other firepower they had around him. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't stop him. I got so good to the point where, like, I think we stopped playing that game. I don't know if that's why we stopped playing, though, but I know I was that good. Like, Chris Webber was just unstoppable. But again, it's his fault. It's my brother's fault because he would just crush me when I didn't even know how to play the game. So I ain't never had no holds barred for him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you again, bro. And it went so far to like a year or two later. I was at Nuck's house. If y'all know Nuck's, one of our friends, and dude named Nick was there. He like family too. You know what I'm saying? And this game was there. He talking about betting. I'm like, man, hey, you don't want to play me in this game. I just jumped in it. I'm jumping because I guess they was betting. I'm like, hey, bro, you don't want to play me in live, dog. Or you can't stop me. I'm telling you. He's like, man, I ain't worried about you. I'm like, bet. Bet then. He's like, what you want to bet? I'm like, let's bet 50. I ain't have 50. So he's like, bet. We turn the game on. I'm like, I think the bet was, I'm gonna score 40 on you before halftime with Chris Webber. Not with the whole team, with Chris Webber. He like, man, you ain't about to do that. I score a 50 on him. First half, with Chris Webber. I'm like, bro, what's up, man? Where my money at? You know what I'm saying? I spin the stick. You know when in the NFL when they get a first down, they spin the ball. I spin a stick on the ground or on a couch, something like that. I'm like, what's up? Where my money at, man? He like, I ain't about to pay you. He like, show me $50. I'm like, oh, you about to play me like that, dude? Like, I just won. He was right, though. He was right. I didn't back then. I didn't know if you don't have the money, you can't. Cause I ain't used to bet nobody. You can't bet if you don't got the money. But my bad for the story. Let's continue with the video.
See what I'm saying?
This is one of my favorite games.
Like just watching this for a second.
Count it, baby.
This game was so fun, dude.
Serbia.
Serbia.
Oh my God.
Get that shit out.
He's out of bounds right now. Look.
Wow.
They don't care.
This never happened to me.
Brandon gives
Shot clock. Serbia.
He goes up.
Break. Man, this is beautiful. This is beautiful for real. This is pure retro basketball gaming nostalgia right here. How cool is that?
Yeah.
God, take me back. That was enough for me right there.
That's cool, bro.
That was enough. Even though them graphics were ass.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was enough. Everything about that reminds me of a Friday night. You know, that's what we're playing. Hey, we're playing it all night and we're gambling. You best believe it.
and we gamble, see? See, look. You know what's up?
Who you got? Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Man, that's like arch enemies. They were both so good that I know people picked the winner and the one they liked more, but everyone did that. Like, we all liked both. They were.
Dog, they was both good, though. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm about to pause it, but like, I'm trying to think, can I even say was. Because it's like Street Fighter was like still. It was like an arcade game that came onto Sega. Right? So you had that feel. But then Mortal Kombat was like the first game that would look real. You know what I'm saying? And then they had the blood code. I don't know, man. I can't choose.
They're almost undeniable. Usually, like, one will hurt the other, and somehow both of these live.
Well, I think it's because, Street Fighter, it always felt super arcade. Like,
Well, it stayed true to being an arcade.
and even when they made the later versions of it on the Super Nintendo and stuff, it stayed true. Whereas Mortal Kombat,
Felt like something new.
yeah, it felt raw. That was the appeal.
felt raw.
But Street Fighter was just so good that it didn't get corny. It could have gotten corny by staying arcade and not adapting to the violence and the blood and the gore and all that.
Stayed true to who it was from the get-go. I was always leaning towards Mortal Kombat myself.
Me too. I was a Mortal Kombat
The
kid.
blood got me in the finishing moves. That to me is as an impressionable
I'm trying to
kid.
say, the blood, when they came with the blood, again, that was like cutting edge. No other game had blood in it. So when they came with the blood, that was like an X factor that no other game had. Mortal Kombat was crazy. And the one on Sega CD was crazy too. I know they ain't about to talk about Sega CD, but hopefully they make a video about the game consoles. I'll react to that too.
At that time, that made me be like, fuck Street Fighter.
And Street Fighter had been out way longer than Mortal Kombat.
I had already played it.
Yeah, and so you know what you were getting.
Yeah.
And then when Mortal Kombat dropped, it's like, hold up.
Yeah, this is new.
I know it was on both systems, but think about when the Sega Genesis, us Sega Genesis kids, when it dropped on the Sega, bro, the Sega was already edgy with the sports games, and they threw the Mortal Kombat with the blood on top of it. Come on, you go play your Super Nintendo, your nice polished, corporate system over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It was only on Sega. I didn't remember that. I had Sega though. You know what's funny? I could be tripping, man. Let me know in the comments. I feel like no. I was about to say I feel like it was only on Sega CD, the blood. But no, it was Sega. It was
Play Mortal
It
Kombat.
was
When the blood turned on, I'm ripping spines out. I'm throwing them on spikes, doing all this.
Like, I think still today this polarizes people. Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
Who you got and why?
And I know there's going to be some other people throw some other fighting games in there, like Tekken and Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Tekken was a bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting games, but to me, these two stayed up top for a long time.
As far as pure nostalgia for me, it's definitely Mortal Kombat. You hear the menu music,
The
you hear
characters.
fighting music, the characters, their moves, the sound effects, the get over here, finish it.
That's so cool.
All of that shit, it's ingrained in me.
But honestly, man, just throw on Street Fighter and hear those sounds. They're iconic.
I'm gonna pick.
Don't sleep on the all Euclid. What's the other sound? Whatever, whoever, who made that sound? They had all kind of sounds though. Hey, I can't decide though, man. But look, I'm about to end this video. This video long, man. So in the comments, man, just holler at me about. Hey, what was your favorite game back then? I can't even choose, honestly. I ain't gonna lie, I can't choose. I still play video games whenever I get a chance. Sports games only though, you know what I'm saying? But all my gamers step in, man. Hey, go ahead. Like I say, chime in the comments, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gone, huh?